Hello Libra, it is Adi from tarotforlifecoaching.com, and I'm going to do tarot reading for you for the month of February 2017. It's for the month of February 2017 for the sign of Libra. And Libra, this is my first series of tarot readings on YouTube. I've been doing tarot readings for many years, but I've never used YouTube before. So I hope you like the reading, and let's see what the energies will bring for you in February. Let's have a look. I will also use a few oracle cards from Doreen Virtue. I will use the Healing with Angels oracle cards and the Goddess Guidance cards. I'm going to do them straight away. Just put them all out so that we're going to get a good idea what the energies are going to be like. So this is for Libra. Put them there. For Libra, Goddess message for Libra 2017, February 2017. Goddess message for Libra, February 2017. There it is. Good. Let's have a look with the overall energies. And I'm just going to turn this over first. It looks like you've been through a little bit of stress and maybe some difficult decisions. Right, beautiful, beautiful ending to the month. But we're starting the month off with the Five of Cups in reverse. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot deck, which I've been using for many years, and it's one of my favorite decks. It's very explanatory, and so the Five of Cups is a lady, I think sometimes. Yeah, it's definitely a lady. It's difficult to say actually. And this person is really having regrets. It's she or he is looking at the cups that have fallen over and feels down and quite sort of low in mood. You can see that the person is not at all happy in themselves. But the interesting part of this card is that there is a doorway. So the person is looking at the cups that have fallen over, and it feels like there is no way out. But at the same time, there is a doorway, and there is nice weather outside. So this person is actually isolating themselves and not looking at the opportunities that are there behind them. They can just walk away from the situation, but they're looking, they're choosing to look at the situation that they've lost and regret, and in that sense affecting their own mood. But this card has come in a reverse position for you, so it's come like that, which actually means that you have already moved on from this situation. So something may well have happened that made you feel very down, and that made you feel detached from the world and not connected, and in a way telling you that you wasn't really having success with things, or the feelings weren't flowing in the right way. You were hoping a different outcome, and it wasn't happening, because cups are all about feelings, and the feelings have spilled over and weren't the way you wanted them to be. But I feel like you have moved on from that, and this is sort of moving away now into the past, and we're moving towards the next card, which is the Prince of Wands. So there is a part of you that wants to move forward. The Prince of Wands is here with the lion and the forceful energy there, and wands are very much about energies and forward going. So there is a part in you that wants to move forward from this situation, and I feel like you are in that process, but it's not fully there because the Prince of Wands is still in reverse. So we want to reverse that to forward thinking and forward moving. And that's not totally there yet, but I feel like there is energy there to support this. It's starting to happen that you can move away from the situation. It may be a long-standing situation that's quite hard to let go of. And so there is that, maybe that inner struggle of wanting to move forward, but finding it difficult to look at, but to look behind you and to look forward and to find another way forward, looking at the outside world. So take yourself away from that situation that feels very limiting and negative. So although the opportunity is there, the card is here, it is not fully present yet, and I think you're probably working towards that, to break away from a situation. And I feel that the things that are holding you back are really strong negative thoughts. Maybe this card, the Ten of Swords, is all about being attacked by your own thoughts, really. The swords are all thoughts, different types of thoughts, attacking yourself, and just making you feel like there is no way out, and I'm right at the bottom of where I can be with this particular situation in your life. And so it doesn't have to be with every situation, it's just one particular element this card series is picking up on today. So don't feel like this is necessarily applied to the whole of your life, but certainly an element there where you felt emotionally stuck, where you had emotional regrets, and you want to move forward, but there are a lot of thoughts in the way there, a lot of negative thoughts. But we're moving away from this. It is something like, once you've reached this stage with all the self-attack, criticism, self-doubt, all these thoughts going around in your head, that also means that something needs to change. You've reached the point. This is the Ten of Swords, so it is, you know, the barrage of thoughts is about to change, because it cannot last like that. The flow of life is always, you know, with peaks and troughs. So there is something about, you've reached the peak, you're going to reach the peak of these thought patterns where you feel like completely trapped by all this negativity. And so this is a good sign, because basically if this was a lower number of swords, then you would still have a way to go. But I feel like in February you're going to reach a point where you say, enough is enough, I'm not going to give in to these negative thoughts anymore. And there may be a sense with the Princess of Cups that, because it is in reverse, that you don't have enough emotional resources to move on from that situation. It may feel like that, because if in proper position like this, you see that this princess has enough. She's totally satisfied with her situation, and she's achieved a tremendous amount already. She has got material and emotional wealth there, and so has moved on in terms of development in emotional understanding. But it may feel, because in your situation the card came in reverse, that you feel like emotionally a little bit depleted, and like you have no strength to fight and to overcome these negative thoughts that may stop you from moving on of this situation, this particular situation in your life. And I do feel it's not necessarily a practical situation, it's probably more an emotional situation. And because you've got a lot of cup cards in your reading, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cup cards, and quite significant ones, because you've got the prince, the queen, and the princess of cups. And so, you know, this 5 of cups is greatly outweighed by all the positive cards that are here in terms of emotional well-being. So yes, the princess might not feel totally up to dealing with all these thoughts that are maybe battering you, or you know, there may become a point where you feel like, my cup is not full enough, I don't know how to do with this. But there is definitely a strength, and there is a balance here coming in towards the second part of the month, where you feel much more in control. You've gone from the princess in reverse to the Queen of Cups upright. So emotionally, so stability is moving on. So you definitely make a decision there on how to move on. You may make it early in the month, like you may make a decision already early in the month, saying, I need to start looking to the outside again, outside rather than into my own emotional world. So the Queen of Cups is definitely there in the front, halfway the month where you start to feel more in control, feeling like you are in charge again. It's a beautiful scene. It's not totally light yet, but it is definitely moving the right way, and the energy is going to be with you, and you feel like emotionally more stable around this time in the month. And this is also backed up by the Prince of Cups. That is often new energy. Princes bring new energy and new emotional well-being. There is a bit of mystery around this guy, so how it comes into you, we don't know yet. But there is a sense coming in like, I'm ready for a new adventure. I'm going to take the reins. I'm going to go forward. I feel more stable, and there is opportunities now to break away from the old, really, where you have felt stuck and maybe a little bit weak. So there is this opportunity to move forward. So towards from the second to the third week onwards, starting to feel better about that specific situation and moving on with it. And this is beautifully crowned by the Ace of Swords at the final end of your week. At your final end of your month. Ace of Swords. The swords are all about ideas and communication. It's an air element, and the Ace will say like there are new ideas coming in. They are sharp as a knife. You are starting something new. It's the beginning of all this, and it just flashes in. It really comes in like with a strong power, and it will influence how you feel and give you a lot more power in the way you feel about things, and how you can cut yourself free from that, and how you can move forward. So it is a beautiful process that you're going through this month. We also have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very fluid. You can see the sea behind her, the waves. It's all about time. It's about time, and you can also see the letters of the alphabet there, right from the first letter to the last letter, and the moon sign. And as it's come upside down, obviously the High Priestess is very much about intuition and time, and allowing things to settle in their own time. It's the yin and yang. It's right there in front of her head. It's finding that balance, and moving slowly with the time that is righteous and that supports your progress. So upside down, this card in reverse, I would suggest to you that there are new ideas coming in. There is new energy and there is new balance coming in. But you do need to take your time, and you mustn't rush into things, because you want to possibly just make really quite rash decisions because you've got good ideas coming in. You feel stronger in yourself. You really start to feel balanced, and you want to dive into the unknown. And the opportunities are there, but do take your time. It's not the time to rush things. I feel these things may have been there for a long time for you. So it's, even though sometimes at times it may feel really quite challenging, and you may well feel out of control or unfairly attacked in that way, but this will pass. Just let time settle, let it all flow over the situation, and keep your cool. Keep your cool. You can see that this lady, Queen of Cups, actually, if you look at her crown, she wears the crown of Shiva, the three goddess from India, and so there is the higher knowledge. The higher knowledge is there, and the breaking free of old patterns, old limiting patterns. So she's bringing this to you. So you don't have to rush it. It's already divinely decided that these things are going to happen, and you can use it and feel better for it, but don't rush it. Don't do anything rationally. Don't do anything from your sort of ego self where you want to resolve the old stuff too quickly. That is what the cards are suggesting that you do. Always use your intuition. Always check in with yourself, how it feels with you. And then the angels messages are related to retreating. So for you to retreat, to go into yourself, to allow this process to manifest by itself. So you don't have to go out and fight very hard. You don't have to be very dynamic in this. It is more an internal process where you find that inner strength, and so it is about retreating into yourself, finding that stillness and that place where you can really make proper decisions. So that this is also about retreating. It's like allowing that time to pass in a way that suits your situation. So not forcing things externally. Really take your time to go inside, make very emotionally balanced decisions, and maybe make some steps. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe prepare some steps like that, but don't rush it. But there will be really good ideas. There will be a good energy of cutting through the old, but you do need to take your time and retreat back in yourself. And the goddesses are saying to you, leap of faith. So take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So this is almost the opposite of what the angels are saying. The angels are saying you need to retreat in yourself, and it may well be just to take this risk of leaving the negative thoughts behind you, and to open yourself to these new doors. I feel it is early. It's next to the Ace of Swords, so it is about, it's early days, and yes, at some point you do need to take a leap of faith, and you may want to do that initially on a mental level, just to allow yourself to feel stronger, and then take the initial steps as time allows you to do that. Don't hold back, but do move forward, and but in a really sort of emotionally balanced way, and allowing time to play itself out like that. Okay. I just want to have a quick look at the bottom of the deck for your overall energy. At the bottom of the deck is a beautiful card of judgment. And again, it says about making the correct judgments. And I really love this card, because it means like you're coming out of a situation where you have felt really quite trapped. And it shows the connection with the initial energy in February. But there is this energy forward now to break away from it, making the right judgments, and follow your calling. You know, the horns are blowing, and this is about a leap of faith. I think it is about listening to your intuition, and then seeing if you can break free from the old and move on, making the right judgment, doing it very in an emotionally balanced way and timely. And I feel that will be a really positive move for you this February. So that is it for today, Libra. I hope you find the reading helpful, and if you want to know a little bit more about me, then contact me at tarotforlifecoaching.com. You can read up a little bit there, and you can contact me if you want to. And I wish you a lovely February. Look forward to hearing from you, and all the best.